today by match day mascot for today, John Dillon. Now John's aged 8. He attends Peter and Paul's Junior School at Hurstfinch. He's a Saints fan through and through. He's no particular favourites. They're all his favourites. Talking to John's mum and dad before, and they informed me that John, he just lives for Saints. Well, that's two of us. So a big day for this lad, out there with his favourites. So I'll just go through Saints' team for you now. Number 1, Beavers. 2, Ledger. 3, Laughlin. 4, McCormack. 5, Litherland. 6, Bailey. 7, Clark. 8, Burke. 9, Harrison. 10, Fieldhouse. 11, Allen. 12, Farber. 13, Dwyer. 14, Parks. And 15, Southwood. The Hull KR team. Number 1, Fairburn. Number 2, Clark. Number 3, Fletcher. 4, Lydiot. 5, Stead. 6, Parker. 7, Gordon Smith. 8, Beale. 9, Rudd. 10, Watkinson. 11, Burton. 12, Kelly. 13, Mike Smith. With 14, Speckman. And 15, Harrison. On the Saints side there, just noticeable different from what I've just given you. Sean Allen has the number 12 jumper on, with Paul Farber with 11. Now there's young John up there with Brett Clark, Saints captain for today. This is Brett Clark's final match in Saints colours before he jets home and then comes back for Wembley. There's John just shaking hands with the match day officials. Tossing up there. Both sides changing over. There's young John Dillon there, heading over to the paddock entrance. A big day for this lad, and who knows, one day he may be out here playing for the Saints first team. So Hull KR won the toss. Saints to kick off. My name's Ron Hoof. I'll be with you for the whole of this match. I'm your regular match day commentator with Brian Pears, your video photographer. Thanks for joining us again, and Paul Laughlin starts the game. Kicks off deep. Taken by Clark. This right winger for Hull KR. Bernard Dwyer in there and Sean Allen in the first tackle. Hull KR now trying to take it left. Ball coming back to Fairburn. Kicks upfield, a rather swirling wind here today. Taken by Phil Beavers, well positioned. Gordon Smith and Clark in there, doing some early attention with Chris Rudd, hooker for Hull KR. And Saints spreading it right. Tony Burke slips through his hands, but knocked on there by Mike Smith, but allowed to go on by referee Holsworth. So Hull KR in possession and taking it left. Beale, number 8, prop forward for KR, taken down by Sean Allen and Paul Farber. So it's number 10 now in possession. David Watkinson just switched from the hooker's role to enable Chris Rudd to take the hooker's position. Fed on to number 12, Kelly. So Hull KR in possession and bringing it right. There's Burton with his arm heavily strapped. And Smith, Gordon Smith, grubbers for touch. Unfortunately, shooting through Dennis Litherland's legs, going into touch now, so it's come off Dennis Litherland. It's going to be a Hull KR feed. First scrum of the match now, 15 yards from Saints line. Gordon Smith to feed. Finally packed, but the ball coming out Saints side. No, unlucky there. It must have come off, and Hull KR regained the ball. Smith, so it's Hull KR on the attack. Taking it left, 13. Mike Smith now in possession. Rodak in our pack. Hull KR taking it left. Gordon Smith, lofted pass out there, knocked forward. taken by Paul Farber, quickly down there, spreads it out to Dave Harrison. Saints quickly on the attack. Beale quickly in for Hulkeyard and bundle him down, but it's Fieldhouse, lofted past there, taken by Dennis Litherland. Beats one tackle, but just brought down on the 25. Only had, this is his third appearance, Dennis Litherland, in the first team this season. Taking his chances well, scored 2 good tries at Lee the other night. So it's Saints still in possession, but Hulkeyard putting plenty of pressure on them. Saints pegged in their own 25. Dave Allison acting half-back, Brett Clark. Beautiful ball onto Paul Farber. Kevin McCormack there. Misses him out, feeds onto Dennis Litherland. Comes in field, taken down just 5 yards inside Hulkeyard half. Well, Kevin McCormack with his head heavily strapped here, a nasty gash in his head, sustained at Warrington. And Brett Clark there, streaking through. Sean Allen in support. Short ball onto Allen. Gets the ball out again, but it goes loose. Hulkeyard in possession, but brilliant move from Saints there. Split this whole defence wide open. Hulkeyard trying to come away again. No way through. Sean Allen in there and Dave Harrison. This workman-like replacement Tuker standing in for the injured Graham Liptrot. Well, referee Holdsworth penalising for, he reckons, a loose arm swung in at the tattle. Just let's hope he's as consistent all through the match. Fairburn stepping up now. Kicks for touch. This penalty kick finds touch right on the halfway. Rudd feeds on to Watkinson. Taken down by Dave Harrison. Paul Farber with Tony Burke in support. Coach Rudd again, and Hull taking it left. On to Beale. Just pushes Fieldhouse off temporarily, but Tony Burke's in there, cleans up for Saints. And Mike Smith now, loose forward for Hulkeyard. Taking it left. Going forward, approaching Saints 25. Gordon Smith, change of direction. Coming inside to 6, Parker. Then feeds it over to this right centre, Fletcher. So it's standoff Parker again, acting halfback. On to Beale. Tries to get the ball out to Gordon Smith, finally does so, but Dennis Litherland bundles him down just short of the 25. Last tattle for Hulkeyard. Back to Parker, this standoff. He lost the ball. Strong breeze, bounces once before going dead, and it's a 25-yard restart for Saints. A rather swirling breeze, as I say. It seems to be blowing down towards the clubhouse end, but it is swirling. Dave Harrison on to Tony Burke. Just couldn't release that ball, but this is the shape of things to come this afternoon. Saints creating havoc in this Hulkeyard defence. On to Sean Allen. Picked up a knock at Lee on Wednesday. Had a neck injury, but he's must be fully fit and out there playing in the second row today. Played all over the place for Saints today. Bernard Dwyer ducks into one tackle. Overlap here for Saints. Inside to John Fieldhouse. Inside to Dave Harrison. Seeking through. Back to John Fieldhouse. Oh, brilliant play for Saints. Over there to the left of the post. And out there playing in the second row today. Played all over the place for Saints today. Bernard Dwyer ducks into one tackle. Overlap here for Saints. Inside to John Fieldhouse. Inside to Dave Harrison. Seeking through. Back to John Fieldhouse. Oh, brilliant play for Saints. Over there to the left of the post. Brilliant play from Saints. Broke away here on the halfway line. Fieldhouse. Dave Harrison. And Fieldhouse finishes it off. Goes over for his second try of the season, just to the left of the post. Well, nearly 6 minutes gone now, and Saints opening their accounts. They've looked very lively this first 6 minutes. And as I say, this is the shape of things to come. We'll knock holes in this Hulkeyard defence today. Oh, brilliant interpassing there from Saints. Bernard Dwyer initially making the break here on the halfway line. John Fieldhouse, as I said, Dave Harrison, and then John Fieldhouse finished off, backing up well for each other there. Paul Loughlin lines up, slots it between the sticks, so an early 6-point lead for Saints. Paul Loughlin slotting his 161st goal of the season, over by far the points, leading point scorer, 100, I think he was 100 in front. Leading goal scorer for Saints and in the league, 161 now. So George Fairbairn restarting, ball going directly to Barry Ledger. Saints in possession now. Dave Harrison taking the acting half-back position, bringing it to his left onto Tony Burke, looking for quick hands, but brought down the solid OKR tackling. Number 4 Lydiot in there quickly, stop the Saints attack. It's John Fieldhouse now. Dave Harrison onto Brett Clark, Paul Farber, quick hands onto Kevin McCormick, up this left wing, taken down there by Clark and Beale. Quickly played by Phil Beavers. The ball going into touch off Clark, Hull KR man, and Hull KR quickly making a substitute. Mike Smith coming off, and number 14 Speckman replacing him. Mike Smith obviously picked up an early knock. Ball going in for Saints there. Coming out Brett Clark. Saints in possession. Dave Harrison as ever, acting half-back, taking it right to Sean Allen. Change of direction, tries to straighten up to create the gap, but no way through. Parker has him, and Saints moving it right onto Bernard Dwyer, looking for the gap. Paul Farber in support there, but Dwyer just couldn't flick that ball up to him. Saints looking really hungry these opening minutes, and with 6 points to nil lead at present. But Hull KR in possession, feeds it on to number 12 Kelly. Road acting half-back, and Rovers moving it to the right. Ball going to David Watkinson, Julie knocks on, puts a scrum down midway between the halfway and Hull KR 25, with Brett Clark to feed. So Brett Clark making his final league appearance for Saints today. Well, never retired there, Gordon Smith, but being allowed to play on by referee Holdsworth, and then he has the cheek to penalise us for offside at play the ball. And we've got to put up with this fella at Wembley on May the 2nd. But that's how it goes. So penalty to Hull KR, Fairbairn stepping up for it. Taking a touch, gains about 12 yards there. As I said, Brett Clark made captain for today's game. His last league appearance for Saints before he jets home, and then flies in for the final against Halifax at Wembley on the 2nd of May. Hull KR though spreading it to the left. Parker now acting half-back for Hull KR, and they're moving it across the line. Speckman onto Fairbairn, linking up with his three-quarters, but no way through for him. Solid tackling there, Brett Clark, Paul Loughlin bundle him down, so it's Kelly coming crossfield, Burton, I beg your pardon, coming crossfield now, approaching Saints 25. And Hull KR Smith, crossfield to Parker, pinpoint pass from Parker, but well taken down. Kevin McCormick and Phil Beavers, and it's the last tackle now for Hull KR. Speckman grubbers into touch and finds touch about 10 yards short of Saints' try line. Well, Brett Clark's first appearance was against Salford, at Salford, the 3rd of September 1986, and he's been an ever-present since. Just missed the opening game. Anyway, the ball comes out Saints side, taken by Phil Beavers, taken down by Speckman. Bernard Dwyer now with the ball, can't get through. Both prop forwards, Watkinson and Beale, bundle him to ground, but it's Dave Harrison again, acting half-back. Moves it right onto Tony Burke. Well, an arm swung in there by Speckman, but Holdsworth not taking much notice this time, and duly penalised there twice. That's Burton. Wouldn't get off the mat at the play of the ball, and duly penalised another 10 yards, still being spoken to by referee Holdsworth. Well, let him carry on. Quickly taken by Paul Loughlin. Breaks through a head-high tackle there. Saints on the attack. Dave Allison bringing it left. Brett Clark onto John Fieldhouse. Tries to just pass round the man, beat the Hull KR defence, but Beale wraps him up, bundles him to ground. Dave Harrison again, and Saints moving it right. Onto Sean Allen, onto Tony Burke. Quick pass to Bernard Dwyer. Short pass onto Mark Bailey. So Sean Allen again, coming away at the acting half-back. Onto Bernard Dwyer. Short pass onto Paul Loughlin. Tries to unload to Barry Ledger, but well taken down there. Hull's left winger, Stead. The ball coming back, kicked upfield. See it there, floating in the breeze. Taken by George Fairburn. Brett Clark in there, tackling his man. Doesn't very rarely miss the tackle, but bundled down by George Fairburn. Off the ball incident there. The touch judge here coming on, and rightly so. Well, he doesn't like it, Fairburn. He doesn't like the rough stuff. He doesn't mind giving it out, but he doesn't like taking it back. And it's going to be a penalty there. Fairburn being brought over with Watkinson, the captain, being spoken to strongly by referee Holdsworth. So a penalty kick to Saints. Oh, that incident there, George Fairburn fouling Brett Clark. So Paul Loughlin going to take the kick for goal. It's at midfield. It's 35 yards out. Against a slight breeze, I would say. The wind just dropping temporarily. It makes a change for us to be at home. It's last time we was at home was the 1st of March in the 3rd round of the Cup versus Whitehaven. We've been all away matches since. And Paul Loughlin lining up for this penalty goal conversion attempt. Looks good from here. Yes, slots it between the sticks. After 14 minutes, Saints go further ahead. Now 8 points to 0 in the lead. Fairburn, the offender at that incident, to restart. Kicks it deep downfield. Stopped by Bernard Dwyer. Head on to Paul Farber, coming from deep. Head tackling again there by this Hull outfit. Been allowed to go unnoticed by referee Holdsworth. And Paul Farber, great up and coming forward, this Farber steaming through. Dave Allison again, and Saints spreading it there onto Fieldhouse. Back to Phil Beavers. Lofted pass, well taken by Paul Loughlin. Over there, tries to feed onto Barry Ledger. Beats two, finally brought down there. Speckman coming in to bundle him down. This Saints team looking hungry for work this afternoon. Dave Harrison again. Brett Clark, loop movement with Sean Allen. Brilliant Saints into passing. Brett Clark again. On to Mark Bailey. Down into Kevin McCormick. Taking his man. Goes infield. Ball going to ground. Scooped up there by Beale, I think it is. The Hull KR prop. Unlucky there. Kevin McCormick tackled there and losing the ball, but promising Saints attack. The Hull KR in possession. Just getting inside. Saints half. Rudd taking it left onto Speckman. Gordon Smith. Fairburn linking up, just going through a hole in the defence, but taken down by Phil Beavers. Brilliantly tackled. So it's Hull KR just in Saints 25 now. Speckman driving forward. Fairburn there linking up well. Saw a hole in the Saints defence, went through it, and it's now Burton streaking for Saints line, brought down short. It's the last tackle for Hull. Saints, well, the Beavers, another try-saving tackle again. Gordon Smith knocked on at the play the ball there. Brilliant, tried to pass it out, but brilliant Saints tackling. Bernard Dwyer, that was that time. Quickly in as the Hull KR man tried to pass it out, Gordon Smith, and the ball knocked to ground. So it's a scrum down, 5 yards from Saints line. Smith not retiring again there, the ball coming out Saints side. Saints just, Bernard Dwyer there. Saints just mopping up at the scrums at present, 3-1. But Mark Bailey acting half-back. Feeds on to Paul Farber. Drives forward, gains a valuable 10 yards for Saints. And Dave Harrison again. All this Hull KR here offside. Head high tackle again there, Burton in. with Watkinson and Rudd. So it's Saints again, moving it to the right. On to Mark Bailey, looking for the half gap. Taken down there by number 4, Lydiot. Last tackle for Saints. Paul Loughlin kicks upfield, but the ball goes directly into touch, so he's going to be brought back. And it's a scrum down 10 yards inside Saints 25. 17 minutes of the game gone so far, and Saints with an 8-0 lead. Smith to feed, ball going against the feed, coming out from Brett Clark, onto Mark Bailey, creates the gap, but comes in field, Parker stuffs him out, and penalised there for holding down in the tackle, not allowing Mark Bailey to get up quickly to play that ball. Hull KR there, penalised once again, and Paul Loughlin stepping up, kicks for touch. Good 20-yard kick there from Paul Loughlin. Puts Saints on the attack again. 10 yards short of Hull 25. Dave Harrison, first man in. Tony Burke steps up, drives forward. Just inside. Hull 25 now. Dave Harrison acting halfback, bringing it left. Sean Allen, John Fieldhouse turns inside, feeds it out to Brett Clark. Back again to Sean Allen, turns in the tackle, beats the Hull KR defence. They're making this Hull KR defence look ragged, and Saints taking it right. John Fieldhouse, short ball there, onto Beavers, linking up, out to Barry Ledger, into the corner, brilliant Saints play there. Defence look ragged, and Saints taking it right. John Fieldhouse, short ball there, onto Beavers, linking up, out to Barry Ledger, into the corner, brilliant Saints play there. Barry Ledger going in there, quick play the ball from Saints, along the line. Brett Clark, Paul Loughlin, Barry Ledger outpaces the Hull KR defence, goes in at the right-hand corner there for his 17th try of the season. Not been on the team sheet for a couple of matches, Barry Ledger. But going over there, Saints extending the lead at present to 12-0. Barry Ledger going into the corner, as I said, his 17th try of the season. So it's a touchline kick for Paul Loughlin. Phil Beavers linking up well there. Phil Beavers in at that line, creating the extra man and the overlap for Saints. So Phil Beavers holding this ball. This Paul Loughlin conversion to Barry Ledger try. Stepping back now. Up it comes. But goes across the front of the post. So 12-0. Saints in the lead. And 19 minutes of this game gone so far. Played Hull KR up at Craven Park September the 28th this season. Handsomely won 36-4 with tries from Halliwell 2, Harrison, Arkwright, Clark and Loughlin, with 6 Paul Loughlin goals. And it looks on course for another thrashing for Hull KR today. So Hull kick off, Paul Farber gathers, builds up ahead of steam, drives forward, brought down 10 yards short of the 25 with Dave Harrison acting halfback. Second it left, Mark Bailey cleaning up, but taken back over his own try line, so it's going to be a drop out from under the sticks. A rather uncharacteristic loose ball there from Saints. Ball cleaned up by Mark Bailey, but taken down behind his own line. Phil Beavers drops out, taken by Speckman, so Hull KR in possession. Dave Harrison first man in, but got a knock in the head there off Speckman's knees. But the ball now with number 3 Fletcher for Hull KR, taking down the road acting halfback onto Beale. Suspicious looking pass onto number 11 Burton there, but Hull KR still in possession, taking it crossfield. Speckman, Gordon Smith getting tied up there. Number 12 Kelly coming through, but unable to receive that pass. Good to Saints tackling Bernard Dwyer and Paul Farber. It's Hull KR still in possession, and the last tackle now gained hardly any ground at all. It's the last tackle of the set of 6 coming to Gordon Smith, tries to grub her through. Phil Beavers goes down for the loose ball, but as it kicked from underneath him by number 12 Watkinson, but the ball going dead from Watkinson, and it's a 25-yard restart for Saints. Dave Harrison again, first man in, John Fieldhouse, quickly taken by Saints, onto Dennis Litherland, coming in feed, Beats George Fairbairn, but just getting his ankles tapped. Finally held down by Burton. By Kelly, I beg your pardon. But Saints on the rampage now. Tony Burke going in there, taken down by Beale and Watkinson. Dave Harrison again, taking the acting half-back. Saints on the attack now, looking really lively. Brett Clark, crossfield onto Bernard Dwyer. Beats one man, tries to pass out, but taken down the Kelly looking to relieve him of the ball, but no way through. And Saints bringing it left, onto Mark Bailey. Quick ball to Kevin McCormack. Beats the defence, onto Dennis Litherland. Inside to Kevin McCormack. He'll outpace these lads here. Oh! Mark Bailey on his right, but he fed inside to Dennis Litherland, and Fairbairn was there to take that pass. If only had seen Mark Bailey on his right, that'd have been another points on the board for Saints. But it's Hull KR in possession, still pegged in their own 25. Knowing George Fairbairn have had a shouting for that ball, but it's Hull KR in possession. Taking it left, Smith, Gordon Smith. Going nowhere fast, this Hull KR side. Smith, Gordon Smith acting half-back, back to Fairbairn. He's going to boot this ball upfield. Phil Weaver's back there. Barry Ledger as well, but the ball running into touch. The strong, swirling wind, obviously it's blowing down to the clubhouse end. Taking the ball, saving a good 50-yard run for these Hull KR forwards. It's a scrum down, Brett Clark to feed, just inside Saints 25. Let's see if this Gordon Smith will retire this time. But Saints being penalised there, alleged feeding by Brett Clark. So Hull KR, quick tap penalty, coming away, Parker in possession. Hull KR just inside, Saints 25, onto Speckman, onto Beale, trying to feed out, finally does so to Lydiot. Goes infield, taken down by Kevin McCormack, Phil Weavers, and Paul Farber. Certainly bundled him down. Solid Saints tackling, and Hull KR taking it left. Long ball from Smith, but no way through for these Hull KR forwards. Speckman again, acting halfback. Taking it left, Gordon Smith, onto number 11, Burton, and number 5 there, Stead, going in for a try in the left-hand corner. Number 5, Stead, left winger for Hull KR, opening Hull KR's account. Slipping in for a try in the left-hand corner. As they're both these Hull sides, Hull KR and Hull, not having the best of seasons, gone really off the boil this season. And Saints having a good win at Tilton Park, 16 points to 8 on Wednesday. It could have been more, but unfortunately Paul Loughlin just couldn't slot the conversions over. And now we've got another 3 home matches on the trot, with Castleford on Wednesday, Leeds next Sunday, and then Barrow at home the following Wednesday. Saints second place in the Stones Bitter Championship with 35 points from 23 games. George Fairbairn lining up to convert this Stead try, and does so. So Hull KR back in the game, 12 points to 6. As I say, it's with 35 points from 23 games, won 17, drawn 1, lost 5, 6-9, 3-4, 3-1-7 against. And Paul Loughlin kicks off. Finally taken by Clark. Stops it with his foot, but solid tackling from Saints there. Bernard Dwyer, Sean Allen quickly up, stemmed the play for Hull KR. And it's Burton trying to get through. Brought down just short of his 25 line by Paul Loughlin, but his ball's going back to Fairbairn again. Obviously trying to use this wind. Barry Ledger well back. Phil Weavers there. Barry Ledger linking up with Phil Weavers, but taken down by Gordon Smith and number 12, Kelly for KR. Quick play the ball, Sean Allen. And from the acting half-back position, gains a valuable 5-10 yards. And Saints bringing it blindside. Bernard Dwyer looking for the gap, going in field, feeding on to Dave Harrison. Unlucky Harrison there, immediately taken down by Rudd. And Saints using the blindside again. John Fieldhouse onto Mark Bailey, just taken down by his opposite number, Parker. And Saints looking very lively now. Tony Burke taking it right. Brett Clark, lofted pass to Sean Allen. Short pass to Paul Farber, driving forward. Midfield, and it's the last tackle now. For Saints, bringing it left. Bernard Dwyer, John Fieldhouse. Ball knocked down by number 3, charged down by Fletcher, so it's going to be a knock-on. Unlucky there. Fletcher knocking the ball down. Overlap here on Saints' side. And Fletcher there saving OKR's face again. Goes to scrum down. Brett Clark to feed. Ball coming with the feed. Brett Clark was in there for it. Feeds on to Mark Bailey. Just had a knock, Mark Bailey. Centre field. So Brett Clark again. Acting half-back. Takes it on to Bernard Dwyer. Looking for the half-gap. Dwyer, captain of Saints A team. Limited first team appearances this season, but played well in his limited chances. On to John Fieldhouse. Ball going loose. Kicked through by Beale, but cleaned up by Phil Weaver, so we're back to 1. Tattle count starts again. Dave Harrison acting half-back, going blindside on his own. Burrowing through, gets over the halfway line, still going Harrison. Tremendous work rate, this standing hooker for Graham Trott. And Saints bringing it left, on the attack now. Bernard Dwyer, short ball to Mark Bailey. Beats one, feeds inside to Bernard Dwyer. Lofted pass to Dennis Litherland. Well taken, inside to Kevin McCormack. Saints keep it alive. Kevin McCormack there going through. So knees in the back there, spotted by referee Holdsworth. Parker immediately in. Number 3 also in there, Fletcher. And Parker with knees in the back on Kevin McCormack. Loughlin quickly takes the penalty, finds touch, 10 yards from Hull KR line. Saints on the attack. Dave Harrison quickly onto Tony Burke, steams forward, shrugs one tackle off, still going Tony Burke, brought down inches short of the try line. Dave Harrison again, acting half-back, Brett Clark coming blindside. Quickly passed on, Phil Weaver's up in the line. Hull KR quickly in there, they're going in with everything there, in again with the knees on Weaver's. So Saints spreading it right. Onto Bernard Dwyer. Sean Allen linking up. Sidesteps one. Tries to feed inside to Bernard Dwyer again, but brought down there by the Hull KR defence. And Saints again. Brett Clark. Loop movement with Bernard Dwyer. Dave Harrison there looking for the return pass, but the Hull KR tackling is good. Kelly and Burton. And Saints again onto Fieldhouse. Sees the gap, striding through. Lovely pass onto Mark Bailey. Goes over here at the left. And Burton. And Saints again onto Fieldhouse. Sees the gap, striding through. Lovely pass onto Mark Bailey. Goes over here at the left. Brilliant quick play there by Saints. Lovely pass from John Fieldhouse. Well taken by Mark Bailey. Goes over in this left. Just on the half hour. And Mark Bailey there going over for his first try with the senior team this season. He's only had 2 appearances, first team full appearances, and opening his try scoring account in the 30th minute. Saints going further into the lead, 16 points to 6. Paul Loughlin lining up now with, as we've said, a rather swirling wind. No, just to the left of the post. So 16 points to 6. Saints in the lead after 30 minutes. Rather a lot of injuries at present for Saints in this congested fixture programme now, you know, with Cup and these rearranged fixtures. Only Phil Weaver's at present played in every match for Saints this season, and as I said before, since Brett Clark came, he has played in every one, but he just missed the opening match against Lee here at Nosey Road. Hull KR kick-off taken by Paul Farber. Gains a valuable 20 yards there, steaming forward. Tony Burke in possession now. Just breaks out of his own 25. Saints look as though they can break through this Hull KR ranks at will. John Fieldhouse again. Feeds inside to Brett Clark. Change of direction. Cross field pass onto Bernard Dwyer, but number 11, Burton, quickly in there with the aid of Rudd and bundle Bernard Dwyer down. But Saints again. Paul Farber. Lovely pass from Paul Farber to Kevin McCormick. Beat the defence there. McCormick coming in field. Feeds onto John Fieldhouse. Spreads it again to Mark Bailey. Onto Phil Beavers. Out to Paul Loughlin. Does well to hold that ball. Goes to Barry Ledger. Just can't release that ball to Ledger. Hull KR defence quickly over. Out again, the Saints. On to Tony Burke. Brushes one off. Beats the defence. Dave Allison on the inside. Just can't gather that pass with Brett Clark on his outside. Unlucky there, Saints. Tony Burke split the KR defence open. But unfortunately the ball going to Dave Allison. Being knocked forward with Brett Clark on Dave Harrison's outside. Unlucky, but Gordon Smith to feed. Ball coming out KR side. Fairburn in the line. Taken down by Phil Beavers. Good tackle from Beavers there. It's KR in possession. Coming down this Saints left wing. Speckman. And Gordon Smith now. On to number 11. Burton, but no way through for him. Solid Saints tackling. Bundle him down. Gordon Smith, New Zealand international, feeds on to Beale, coming up off the short ball for Smith. Brought down on Saints 25. Smith again, acting halfback. Feeds it left. Watkinson onto Speckman. Crossfield onto Parker. Taken down by Mark Bailey. Didn't know what to do with that ball when he got it there, Parker. But Mark Bailey did. Bundle him down onto Speckman. Grubbers downfield, but the ball's going to go dead. So it's a 25-yard restart for Saints. Hull KR, they're not having much idea at all. And Dave Harrison quickly takes it. Dennis Litherland, first man in. Down with the head and goes forward, but taken down by Rudd and Watkinson. And John Fieldhouse again. Playing well lately, John Fieldhouse. After an early season cartilage operation, but being roughed up there in the tackle by Beale. On to Tony Burke. Watkinson in there and Beale effect the tackle. Brought down 10 yards short of the halfway, and Saints still in possession and on the attack. Paul Farber trying to turn round, but Speckman has him, trying to release that ball. Hull KR lying offside here. Well offside, but being unnoticed by referee Holsworth. Brett Clark, Butters under the defence, feeds on to Sean Allen, inside to Bernard Dwyer. George Fairburn there brings him down with a good tackle, 10 yards short of the 25. Saints again, Brett Clark chips over the head, tries to follow through, taken down by Gordon Smith, but Brett Clark there brilliantly follows the kick up, takes Gordon Smith down and knocks the winds out of Smith sails. In again there, Brett Clark. Takes Fairburn down. Fairburn kicks out, kicks Clark in the chest, but it's Saints attack. That's 3 tackles now, and they've gone nowhere. 5 minutes left of this first half. Hull KR in possession, but going nowhere fast. Number 3, Fletcher for KR, taken down there, still pegged in their own 25. On to Speckman. This is the last one now of this set of 6, and Saints pegging this Hull KR defence back, this attack back. Down to Fairburn, kicks downfield. Barry Ledger takes the ball. Phil Beavers in support, but Barry Ledger, first chance of a run, taken down by Gordon Smith with Lydiot in support. Phil Beavers acting halfback. Takes the ball, goes on his own, taken down by Lydiot, and Rudd falls on him. Second tackling again there. Professionalism, do they call it? Feeds on to Paul Farber, inside to Dave Harrison. Ball being knocked out of his hands there, and Beale for Hull KR in possession. Watkinson again for Hull KR, on to Gordon Smith. Crossfield now, number 12, Kelly. Brought down on Saints 25, Tony Burke. And Dave Harrison, I think it is, bring him down. Oh, Brett Clark it is. But OKR with Rudd, 15 yards from Saints line, and Brett Clark getting a knock good in that tackle. But it's OKR still in possession, taking it crossfield left. Gordon Smith onto Parker, obstruction there with Fairburn. But Brett Clark up on his feet now, up and about. Speckman taking it left onto Burton, trying to get through, brought down 5 yards, 10 yards short of Saints line. It's the last tackle for OKR. And Speckman grubbers through, tries to get a deflection off one of the Saints players, but no way through. The ball going dead. Bernard Dwyer quickly takes it onto Dennis Litherland. Saints very lively, quick at the play the balls today. Dave Harrison onto Tony Burke. Coming crossfield, taken down by Kelly and Speckman, right in front of us here, just 10 yards short of the halfway line. OKR lying up well. Brett Clark, crossfield, Sean Allen onto Paul Farber. He manages to release that ball to John Field now, so Saints on the attack again. Bernard Dwyer, head high tackling again from KR, going unnoticed. And Saints again, swinging it to the right. Sean Allen shows the ball to King, dummies through, beats Watkinson, inside to Brett Clark, feeds on, dummies past one, lofty pass onto Barry Ledger, steps round his opposing winger. Oh, brilliant play, out to Sean Allen, out to Paul Laughlin, inside again. Brilliant into passing from Saints there. A full 50 yards, 50, 60 yards. Brett Clark finally being allowed to get up to play the ball. Saints bringing it left. Onto Bernard Dwyer. Ball loose. Phil Beavers on it. Gathers the ball. But being adjudged to knocked on there. Well, I think that's a wrong decision from referee Holdsworth. Adjudging Beavers to have knocked on. Unfortunately, after that, Saints brilliant 50-yard attacking play over into the right-hand corner. Just a loose pass with the aid of this strong wind, bringing the play back to just outside Hull 25. And Brett Clark there again, needing some attention. Been right in the thick of it today. Tim Dakin, Saints physio, going on there, treating Brett Clark. OKR languishing mid-table in the first division, having played 24, won 13 and losing 11 with only 359 points for and 300 against. Dr. Brett Clark now back on his feet. Smith feeds the ball. Adjudged to have gone back, but Hull lose the ball. Saints quickly on the attack. Paul Laughlin. The ball being knocked out of his hands, but he quickly gathers it and gathers that ball 10 yards outside Hull 25, and it's Saints on the attack again. Sean Allen, crossfield, Tony Burke steaming forward. Hungry for work today, these Saints forwards, in fact all the Saints team. Dave Harrison acting halfback. Bernard Dwyer onto Mark Bailey. Short ball to Paul Farber, inside to Mark Bailey, but Watkinson takes him down. Speckman in, I think it's Kelly. Second tackling there, bundle him to ground, and Saints moving it right. Onto Sean Allen. Change of direction. Playing well, this Sean Allen, utility player for Saints. Well, Burton in the second tackle, head high, looked like a forearm jab. I'm sure Kent Walton would have been proud of that. Off for Burton there. Play being allowed to go on by referee Holdsworth. And Saints still on the attack. The last tackle, Bernard Dwyer. Trying to free the ball, but it's the first changeover of the match. All on half-time now here at Nosey Road, and Saints 16 points to 6 in the lead, but Fairburn linking up. Bundle down here. Well, Fairburn there, having a go, standing all over Brett Clark. Ridiculous that. And this touch judge here, he's just stood there. Well, he's well up here with us. But it's Hull KR now on the attack, trying to mix it. As we know, Fairburn doesn't like it, but Hull KR kicking through, the ball going directly into touch. So it's a scrum down, 5 yards inside Hull half. And there goes the half-time hooter. A comprehensive display from Saints. Going in at half-time, 16 points to 6 with a lead, with the tries from Fieldhouse, Ledger and Bailey, and 2 Paul Laughlin conversions. Back with you at Nosey Road now for the second half. Saints versus OKR. Saints in a 16 points to 6 lead. No substitutes for Saints at half-time. A 5th-minute try from John Fieldhouse, converted by Paul Loughlin. Then a 14-minute Paul Loughlin penalty goal. 18th minute Ballyledger try, and then on the half hour Mark Bailey going in for his first try with the senior team this season. So 16 points to 6. Saints in the lead. Saints with the wind at the backs this second half, and no doubt if the first half's out to go by, we'll be knocking holes in this OKR defence. Well, KR brought on number 15 at half-time. I just can't make out at present who it is. I think it's number 10. Watkinson. Yes, I can't see him on the field, but OKR kick-off. Taken by Paul Farber, and number 15 Harrison, straight in, bundles his man down, and wouldn't let him get up to play the ball, so penalised straight away. Paul Loughlin kicks for touch, got a valuable 35-40 yards. Dave Harrison for Tony Burke, first man in. John Fieldhouse in support. Tony Burke taken down by both second rowers there, Kelly and Burton. And Saints moving it left. John Fieldhouse straightens up, but runs into 3 Hull KR forwards. Rudd, Kelly and Harrison. But, Saints now on the attack, spreading it right. Bernard Dwyer, Phil Beavers linking up. Quick ball from Beavers onto Loughlin. Inside to Ballyledger. Well taken, Ballyledger. Inside again to Bernard Dwyer, I think. Taken down by a head-high tackle from this number 5, Stead. But it's Loughlin in possession. Trying to go through, straightens up, but Stead comes in with another head-high tackle. And it's the last tackle. Brett Clark taking it crossfield. John Fieldhouse grubbers through. Ball still loose. Is it a try? Yes. Referee consulting with his linesman. Well, we still don't know. No try. Well, that's on the linesman say so. Well, it's the fella that's been at this side first half. He's at the other side. We can't expect much, I don't suppose, but no try there. But a good grubber kick through by John Fieldhouse. Hull KR at all 6s and 7s. But the ball going dead, and it's a 25-yard restart for Hull KR. Rudd onto Gordon Smith, onto substitute forward Harrison. KR bringing it on the blind side, onto Burton, trying to get through. It's Paul Loughlin and Bernard Dwyer in there. And it's OKR again, moving it right. Gordon Smith onto Speckman, inside to Kelly, taken down by Sean Allen and Tony Burke. Solid Saints performance this afternoon. Onto Harrison again. Fieldhouse in there quickly, and Paul Farber. Saints tackling been tremendous today. Quickly in at the play the ball. The ball coming back just to number 4, Lydiot. Kicks it upfield. Phil Beavers, well positioned, gathers the ball. OKR coming up quickly, but the ball passed out to Ballyledger. He comes infield, pushes Gordon Smith off, still going Ballyledger, straightens up, but Gordon Smith finally gets his man, brings him down, and Dave Harrison burrows through at the acting half-back position, tries to go on his own, gains a valuable 10 yards. Bernard Dwyer acting half-back, Saints moving it left. Sean Allen, quick pass onto John Fieldhouse. Tony Burke in support. Ball going out from Brett Clark, and being ruled to have been knocked on by referee Holdsworth there. Well, the ball went backwards from Brett Clark, but it's a scrum down just a yard or so inside Hull half. with Gordon Smith to feed. Well, second row, yes, he's actually seen it. Couldn't really miss it but anyway, there we go. Penalty kick to Saints. Paul Loughlin, with the aid of this swirling breeze, finds touch just short of the 25. So it's Dave Harrison, first man in Tony Burke. On the short side here, Burke crushing through there, takes a three-man Hull-KR tackle to bring him down, and Saints again. Quickly played onto John Fieldhouse. Tries to turn round to unload that ball. Very unlucky there, John Fieldhouse. The ball shot up into the air, and Rudd drops on it. So it's Beale acting half-back. Tries to get through, taken down by Bernard Dwyer with Tony Burke in attendance. Stead for Hull-KR, acting half-back and moving it right. Harrison, Paul Farber in there to support John Fieldhouse, who took Harrison down there. A superb tackle from Fieldhouse onto Kelly. So Hull-KR making a few yards, but not much at all. Onto Speckman, tries to get through, tries to work the dummy with Burton, but it's the last tackle now of this set of 6 for Hull-KR. Ball coming over to Parker, tries a little chip kick through, gets the look of the bounce, flings the ball out. It's still the last tackle for KR. Stead taken down here, and it's the changeover, only the second changeover of the game. Phil Beavers quickly retrieves that ball onto Dave Harrison, tries to go through on his own, relieve the pressure for Saints. And it's Phil Beavers acting half-back, taking it left to Brett Clark, on to Tony Burke, moving crossfield, shrugs one tackle off Burke, tries to unload the ball but just can't release it. Just 10 yards outside their own 25. Brett Clark moves it on to John Fieldhouse, lofted pass to Paul Loughlin, out to Barry Ledger, down this wing here. Sheer pace of Ledger, outpaces this Hull-KR defence. Went past Burton there as if he was stood still. Quick play the ball onto Brett Clark, crossfield, Sean Allen now. Straightens up, creates the gap, turns round to try to feed to John Fieldhouse, but brought down just 10 yards short of Hull-KR line. Brett Clark looking to go through on his own. Can he go through? Brought down inches short. Sean Allen acting half-back for Saints now. Saints on the attack. Brings it back to Bernard Dwyer. Short ball onto Paul Farber. Steams through. Brilliant work there from Saints. Brings it back to Bernard Dwyer. Short ball onto Paul Farber. Steams through. Brilliant work there from Saints. Brett Clark onto Bernard Dwyer. Bernard Dwyer looking for Paul Farber. Steaming up from deep. And Paul Farber goes over just to the left of the posts. 6 minutes gone of this second half. And Paul Farber getting into double figures with his tries. His 10th try of the season. Brilliant forward, this Farber, up and coming lad for Saints. Oh, an easy conversion for Paul Loughlin now, right in front of the sticks. Slots it over, so 22 points to 6 now. Saints in a comfortable lead. Loughlin there converting that Paul Farber try, slots his 163rd goal of the season over. And Saints showing tremendous character. A lot of injury problems, but they've got strength in depth, real strength in depth, which we haven't had here for a few seasons. But under the leadership of Alex Murphy, you can see they're all playing for each other, playing for the places, and playing really well. Ball going back to Bernard Dwyer, he kicks downfield here. George Fairburn takes the ball and lets it go very quickly. On to number 4, Lydiot. Coming up this Saints right wing, but taken down 10 yards short of the 25. It's Rudd acting half-back onto Speckman, onto Harrison. Taken down by Paul Farber and Bernard Dwyer. And it's Rudd for Hull-KR again. They're taking it right. Speckman, Gordon Smith. Short ball there onto Kelly. Phil Beavers feeds on to Parker. He's brought down on the line there. Well, He's given a try. Parker going over for a try to the right of the post. Hull KR quickly replying to that 6-minute Paul Farber try. So cutting the lead down a little, 22 points to 10 at present. Kelly there, steaming through, managed to feed the ball onto Parker, and Parker going over just to the right of the sticks. Well, it's Lydiot now lining up to convert this Parker try. Well, they had to look at each other there, the linesmen, the touch judges, but it's between the posts. So it's 22 points to 12 now for Saints. Paul Loughlin to restart. Hull KR hitting back there with an 8th minute Parker try. And it's Paul Loughlin now. The kicks along the ground, taken by Burton. Sean Allen in there with Bernard Dwyer. And it's Hull KR in possession. On to Harrison. Just ducking under the tackle there, but Sean Allen well in there. Paul Farber, I beg your pardon, well in there and bundles him down. And Hull KR moving it to the right. On to Speckman. Brought down just short of the halfway. Bernard Dwyer again with Mark Bailey. And loose handling there from KR. Phil Vivers tidies up for Saints. Saints in possession. 10 yards short of the halfway line. And spreading it right. Brett Clark onto Tony Burke. And again, out to Paul Farber. Quick hands onto Paul Loughlin. Out to Barry Ledger. Did well to take that ball. Comes in field, Ledger. Outpaces Parker again. But flicks it up to Sean Allen. But the ball, not the best of passes, unfortunately. Going to try scorer Parker for Hull KR. So it's Hull KR in possession. Still in their own half. Burton now taken down by Tony Burke. And Bernard Dwyer, I think. Yes, Bernard Dwyer. Brilliant tackle around the legs. And Rudd just running into Bernard Dwyer again. Another successful tackle completed by this stand-in loose forward for Saints. Taking it right there. On to number 3, Fletcher. But Phil Vivers has him. Brilliant last line of defence, this Vivers. Tremendous asset to this Saints side. Already signed another 12 months contract, we believe. So he will still be with Saints next year. Gordon Smith on the last tackle, trying to get through. Loose ball, finally taken by Tony Burke. Pushes Rudd off and steams forward out of his own 25. Pushes Harrison out of the way there. That's Hull KR's Harrison, of course. And Saints on the attack. Dave Harrison, hooker for Saints, going through there. Put in some tremendous performances for Saints. This ex-Waterloo Rugby Union hooker. Well, rather aggressive tackling there. 15, Harrison going in with Rudd and Burton already holding Bernard Dwyer. Definitely slinging one in there, but not being adjudged so. Mark Bailey brought down just short of the halfway line. With Saints in possession and on the attack, using the blind side. Brett Clark grubbers for touch and finds touch 10 yards inside Saints half. Inside Hull KR half, I beg your pardon. George Fairburn here receiving some barracking, is receiving some treatment. Well, he's certainly dished it out today, so he can't grumble. He's taking this wing position here, I think, because he is injured, and Hull KR have used both the substitutes, but Gordon Smith feeds the scrum. The ball comes out Hull KR side. Parker tattled in possession. And taking it to the right. Speckman on to number 4, Lydiot. Linking up, Lydiot's moved to the full-back position with the injury to Fairburn, and obviously no more substitutions for Hull KR. Out to Harrison. Substitute forward for Hull KR. Tries to release the ball to Beale, but couldn't get it out there. Good solid Saints tackling. Saints pressing up quickly. And Mark Bailey and Bernard Dwyer complete the tackle there. Hull KR still pegged down in their own half. Short ball from Smith onto Kelly. Past Phil Beavers. Bernard Dwyer just takes him down. And Hull KR there. Offside. Offside there. The ball going forward. Grubber kick through from Parker. And a try being given to number 2, Clark. Comedy of errors there. And Hull KR going over just to the right of posts for a Clark try. Well, the play should have been stopped to midfield here. From the play of the ball, the referee indicating obviously to the crowd that it wasn't a knock-on, but the ball coming off the receiver's legs, going back and hitting the play of the ball. So that's an offside position, but play being allowed to go on. The ball going over to the right, and eventually Clark scoring for Hull KR, with Lydiard making the conversion. So it's 22 points to 18 now. Through an error by the referee, in my opinion, Hull KR getting back in the game, and now only 4 points behind. 22 points to 18 as Paul Loughlin kicks off. Stopped by George Fairbairn with his feet. Taken upfield. Dave Harrison and Tony Burke complete the tattle, with Speckman acting half-back and moving it right. On to Harrison, substitute forward for Hull. Taken down by our own Dave Harrison, with John Fieldhouse in support. Quarter of an hour gone of this second half, and the 22 points to 18, Saints in the lead, with Gordon Smith onto loose ball there onto Barry Ledger, going down this right-hand corner, brought down short, the ball going loose, very bravely taken by Paul Loughlin there. Went down for that loose ball, brilliantly taken. Saints on the attack. John Fieldhouse turns round, goes on his own, back to Paul Loughlin, trying to burrow through. Barry Ledger unlucky there. Brilliant tackle in the corner from Hull KR, knocking the ball out of Barry Ledger's grip. Paul Loughlin tidying up, a very brave going down on that ball, and Tony Burke shrugging the tattlers off. Brought down midfield, 15 yards from Hull KR try line. Quick play the ball from Dave Harrison. On to Sean Allen, looking for the runners, coming inside. Phil Beavers linking up. Being brought down midfield again. Brett Clark takes the acting half-back position and takes it over left. On to Bernard Dwyer. Dummies to get through. Tries to feed the ball out, and it's the last tackle now. And Saints bringing it over to Brett Clark. Grubbers through, the ball coming back off the Hull KR man. It's offside if he'd touched it then. But Saints gather the ball, let's start again. 6 tackles, John Fieldhouse going left. Fed that ball on there, but Hull KR quickly stemmed the flow of play. Bernard Dwyer that was with the ball, and Sean Allen now straightening up, going for the Hull KR line. It's essential that Saints get a score now, put plenty of pressure on this Hull KR side, and Brett Clark in possession. Short ball onto Paul Farmer, running from deep, but still brought down midfield, just 20 yards from this Hull KR try line. Brett Clark again, acting half-back, takes it left to John Fieldhouse, looking for the runners, inside to Dave Harrison, bobbing and weaving, onto Mark Bailey, overlap here, quick hands, Barry Ledger gathers that ball, yes, and goes in the corner there. Looking for the runners, inside to Dave Harrison, bobbing and weaving, onto Mark Bailey, overlap here, quick hands, Barry Ledger gathers that ball, yes, and goes in the corner there. Ledger squeezing in at the corner there, quick hand from Saints. He did well to hold that ball, Barry Ledger, but touches down in this right-hand corner, and Saints go further into the lead, 26 points to 18 at present. Barry Ledger squeezing in there for his second try of the match and his 18th of the season. So another touchline kick here for Paul Loughlin. kicked 3 today in these rather difficult conditions, but Saints hit him back there, as I've just said, in the best possible way as they can. Points on the board. Hulky are rather fortunate with the scores this second half, and it looks good. Yes, brilliant kick from Lachlan there, brilliantly lofted and floated, just coming inside the left hand upright. Well, Lachlan converting his fourth goal of the afternoon, making the score now 28 points to 18 in Saints' favour. OKR kick-off, Bernard Dwyer stops it with his legs, gathers the ball, drives over the 25, being pushed back by some ferocious tackling from Burton and Kelly, with Beale at the bottom. Ball forward now, going crossfield, beats one, passes that ball out to Tony Burke, brushes the tacklers off, storming forward. Burke receives a loose arm there from Speckman in the process. Saints again, taking it left, Dave Harrison. Lofted pass on to Sean Allen, but Hulky are quickly in there. Saints still midway between their own 25 and the halfway line, and John Fieldhouse. Brilliant pass there onto Sean Allen, storming downfield. Bernard Dwyer, Brett Clark on the inside. Lovely pass to Clark. Oh, just ankle tapped. Unlucky there, Brett Clark. Brilliant play from Saints, streaking a full 50-odd yards down. But Brett Clark played it on his own. Is he over? No try, moves the referee on his back. Well, unlucky there. This powerhouse half-back from Western Suburbs quickly plays the ball on his own to try and catch the Hulky defence on the hop, but goes over, appreciated here on this popular side and throughout the ground by the St Helens public. But it's a scrum down 5 yards from the Hulky try line with Gordon Smith to feed, and Saints penalised for a loose arm in the scrum. Penalty to Hulky now, Lydiot to take this penalty kick. Unlucky there, Dennis Litherland. The ball was kicked directly into touch, and it's Hulky to restart. Driving towards the halfway line, and Hulky bringing it left onto Harrison, Burton, Kelly, I should say, coming up there, but unable to receive the ball. And it's KR again, bringing it left onto Speckman, but no way through. Sean Allen and Mark Bailey effect the tackle onto Gordon Smith, spreading it right onto Kelly, but he loses his footing, and it's young Gordon Smith again. Okay, bringing it left, short ball there onto Stead, one of the try scorers, tries to get it out to George Fairburn, but the ball being knocked forward, and it's a scrum down 10 yards inside Saints half. So Speckman now early substitute in the first half for Hulky, down right in front of us, just inside the whole half, receiving some treatment. Listening to Anderson, Halifax player coach on the radio yesterday. He said Saints hadn't played anybody, and he was quite confident that they'd give that Halifax would give Saints a good thrashing at Wembley. Well, we'll just wait and see, won't we? Hulky are penalised there for a loose arm at the scrum, so a quick Lachlan kicks for touch and gains a valuable 30 yards. Quick play of the ball from Dave Harrison onto John Fieldhouse. And it's Dave Harrison again onto Tony Burke. Straightens up and drives forward. Taken down by both second rows, Burton and Kelly for Hulky. 15 yards from this Hull KR try line. Brett Clark, loop movement with Dwyer out to Paul Farber, but a bad pass there. The ball going to ground. Offside being ruled by referee Holdsworth, so it's a relieving penalty to Hull KR, taken by Lydiot. 24 minutes of this second half gone, and Saints with a 28 points to 18 lead. Beale coming up there from deep, but not being allowed as referee Holdsworth stops the game, but it's Harrison, substitute forward for Hull KR now, in possession, just brought down short of the halfway, and Hull KR spreading it to the left. Gordon Smith, long pass on to number 12, Kelly. A rangy forward, plays it to himself, taken down by Bernard Dwyer. Bernard Dwyer just completing a tackle up there and coming back onside, but being ruled as offside at the play of the ball by referee Holdsworth, so it's another penalty to Hull KR, taken by Lydiot. He finds touch 10 yards short of Saints 25, so it's Rudd again. First man in, Beale, Fieldhouse and Burke stop him with the aid of Dave Harrison, and it's Rudd again for Hull KR, and Hull KR taking it right onto Gordon Smith. We'll give it the short ball onto Kelly, ball going loose, Paul Farber down quickly there on that loose ball, and one of Saints' players taking a knock there. It's Sean Allen, but siding past there. Paul Loughlin stretching his legs, coming in field, creating the gap, going cross field, dummies again, tries to feed on, and Dennis Litherland there taking it without the ball. Yes, and rightly so. Dennis Litherland coming in to the aid of Paul Loughlin and being taken without the ball. Referee Holdsworth immediately awarding the penalty. Paul Loughlin kicking for touch. The wind got hold of that now, just finds touch short of the 25, but Saints on the attack, keeping the momentum going. Tony Burke, first man in, siding through the defence, still going Tony Burke. Feeds on to Dave Harrison, I think, in support, and going over for a try in the corner. Keeping the momentum going. Tony Burke, first man in, siding through the defence, still going Tony Burke. Feeds on to Dave Harrison, I think, in support, and going over for a try in the corner. Yes, Dave Harrison it is, touches down in the corner. Quick thinking from Saints there. Tony Burke there creating that try. Quick play the ball from the penalty, and Burke ripping the Hull KR defence to shreds. So Dave Harrison going over there for his second try of the season for the Saints first team. Brett Clark here receiving some treatment. Been in the wars today, young Clark. Saints further extending the lead now, 32 points to 18. Another difficult touchline kick for Paul Loughlin. No, right across the... Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought that was coming across the face of the post, but taken in, and a tremendous kick. Phil Beavers receiving rapturous applause here as Saints bring on both of the substitutes now. Brian Parks coming on for Phil Beavers. And Phil Southwood coming on as substitute for Paul Loughlin. 34 points to 18. And with my apologies to Paul Loughlin for nearly falsely giving that goal. But Hull KR kick off. Paul Farber takes the ball, drives forward, and Saints take it left. Tony Burke again, shrugging the tattlers off. Steaming forward, this Tony Burke must be in line for the Man of the Match award today. Brett Clark, acting halfback, onto John Fieldhouse. Bernard Dwyer, short ball to Brian Parks. Head tackle again. Well, that man should go. He's done nothing but head tackle this afternoon. Burton it is. Head-high tackle on Brian Parks, and rightly so, penalised by referee Holdsworth. Well, from the resulting penalty, touch is found on the 25. Quick play the ball. Paul Farber, first man in from Dave Harrison. This Hull KR side on the rack now, and Saints eager to pile more points. John Fieldhouse turning inside, feeds onto Dave Harrison. Brian Parks again, linking up onto Barry Ledger. Just couldn't gather that ball. Unlucky there. Nice pass from Brian Parks, well intended, but Barry Ledger just couldn't gather that ball. The ball going forward, being knocked on, and it's a 10-yard scrum, 10 yards from Hull KR try line. Smith to feed. Ball going with the feed. Brett Clark quickly round the base of the scrum there, knocking Gordon Smith off his balance. But it's Hull KR with the ball. Parker onto Speckman. And Phil Southwood quickly in there. Then a kick in the chest, and rightly penalised. Beale at the play the ball, kicking out and kicking Phil Southwood in the chest. So Saints going to tap this ball, I would think. Put the pressure on KR. Quickly taken by Bernie Dwyer. Onto John Fieldhouse. Crossfield to Paul Farber. Steaming over there to that left-hand corner. Playing it to himself, Paul Farber. 5 yards from Hull KR line. Kevin McCormack acting half-back. Brings it right. Brett Clark, John Fieldhouse. Loop movement with Clark, but they do the dummy. Onto Tony Burke. Just brought down, an ankle tap there. And Saints on the attack, spreading it to the right. John Fieldhouse straightening up, tried to go through on his own. Feeds the ball out to to Dave Harrison. Inside to Dennis Litherland. Can he go over there? Just brought down, inches short of the line. Half an hour gone of this second half, and Saints in rampant mood. Dave Harrison spreading it right. John Fieldhouse, Brett Clark. Onto Mark Bailey. Sean Allen coming through. The ball going loose. Gathered by Brett Clark. Trying to burrow his way through. Releases the ball again to Bernard Dwyer. Oh, brilliant work from Parks. Brilliant work from Parks. Gathered by Brett Clark. Trying to burrow his way through. Releases the ball again to Bernard Dwyer. Oh, brilliant work from Parks. Brilliant work from Parks. Coming through there. Shouted for that ball off Bernard Dwyer. And there's no way anybody was going to stop him there. 5 yards short of the line. And he touches down on this right hand corner. Brian Parks there only made 2 substitute appearances for Saints this season. In fact, going over for his first score with the senior team, with the first team this season. Going over on this right to the right-hand corner for a valuable try. 38 points to 18 at present, with Bernard Dwyer taking over the kicking role. The wind catching hold of it, so it's still 38 points to 18. In Saints' favour, with about 8 minutes of the second half remaining. Good work from Saints there, taking every available opportunity. Brian Parks linking up well there from the full-back position, from a short pass to Bernard Dwyer, and there was no way anybody was going to stop him from 5 yards out. Hull KR kick-off. Sean Allen knocks the ball down with his foot, gathers the ball and drives to the 25. Dave Harrison acting half-back, going blindside on his own. Gains a valuable 10 yards, brought down just on the 25. John Fieldhouse, blindside again, onto Bernard Dwyer. Burton, Rudd in at the tackle for KR there with Beale. Oh, not much idea this KR unit. Short ball there. Dummied me there. I thought he was going to give Phil South with the short ball, but he comes inside onto Sean Allen. Good 25-yard run from Sean Allen, and Saints moving it left. Ball loose, being knocked forward, and Tony Burke being adjudged as in an offside position, so it's a penalty kick to Hull KR. Quickly taken, I think, by Parker. No, Lydiot's coming up. He's going to kick for touch. Didn't gain much yardage with that, as the wind got hold of that. With it being high-ish, gains 10 yards, and Rudd quickly plays the ball. Hull KR in possession, just brought down short of Saints 25, and spreading it left. Onto Harrison, substitute forward for Hull, upended by John Fieldhouse and Bernard Dwyer, and Hull with Rudd. Gordon Smith trying to work a loop movement inside to Kelly, flicking it out to substitute Harrison, onto Gordon Smith. Hull getting a bit tied up. Lydiot coming in from the full-back position, back to Burton, straightens up, goes midfield, taking down a good four-man tattle. John Fieldhouse, Brian Parks, Bernard Dwyer and Dave Harrison in there. So it's Hull KR still in possession, taking it over right, onto Parker, short ball, onto Fletcher, linking up. Hull KR again, Parker tried to burrow through, just brought down short of the try line. It's the last tackle now of this sequence of 6 for Hull KR. Bringing it back crossfield to the left, Gordon Smith onto Harrison, trying to release the ball, throws it anywhere. Gordon Smith kicks it forward, but scooped up by Sean Allen. So Saints in possession once again, just inside their own 25. Onto John Fieldhouse, lofted past to Barry Ledger. George Fairburn on this wing, easily walks past Fairburn. Obviously Fairburn, a non-starter, had an injury and just playing out the game on this wing. Phil Southwood in possession. Now just outside his own 25. Dave Harrison inside to Brett Clark. Going through on his own, Brett Clark with Brian Parks on the inside. Can Parks outpace his defence? That coming crossfield. But the ball being thrown out to Bernard Dwyer, but rather loose pass, and Hull KR dropping on it. So Hull KR in possession. Over to Beale. Hull KR still in possession, but pegged down there. Kelly in possession. Finally brought to a halt by Bernard Dwyer and Paul Farber. And Hull KR trying to move it crossfield again. Onto Lydiot, linking up in the full-back position. Gordon Smith. Ball being knocked forward by Stead. Taken down by Sean Allen and Barry Ledger. Scrum down just 5 yards inside KR half, with Brett Clark to feed this scrum. Ball being adjudged to have been fed by Brett Clark. Well, the ball was still in the middle of the scrum there, didn't shoot out, but being adjudged to have fed. So it's Lydiot with a penalty kick. And finding touch 10 yards inside Saints half. About 4 minutes of this game remaining, and Harrison substitute forward for Hull KR, with the Saints winning 38 points to 18. Comfortably winning 38 points to 18. And Hull KR trying to move it right onto Beale, taken down by John Fieldhouse, with Tony Burke in support. And it's Rudd acting half-back for KR. Loop movement with Speckman. Short ball onto this rangy forward Kelly, which is fed on there, and Hull KR going for a try over to the right. Hull KR getting another try there. Extra points on the board. I think it was Speckman that went in for that try. The Lydiot trying to add the valuable 2 points for the conversion, trying to tag it on. He lines up there, 25 yards out, hanging in the wind, no goal. So Saints still in the lead, 38 points to 22, with about 3 minutes of this game remaining. Bernard Dwyer to restart for Saints. Kick down taken by Lydiot. Beg your pardon, taken by Parker. Just short of his own line, but brought down on the 25. Good two-man combination, Dave Harrison and Phil Southwood. And OKR moving it right. Onto Harrison, substitute forward. Gets it onto number 12, Kelly. Ball going loose there, and knock on ruled by referee Holdsworth. Scrumming down just inside Hull KR 25 with Brett Clark to feed. Ball coming out with the feed. Brett Clark round the back of the scrum, feeds on to Kevin McCormack, gets his pass out to Dennis Litherland, tormenting the Hull KR defence, coming cross field, brilliant try there from Litherland. Well, what a perler. With the feed, Brett Clark round the back of the scrum, feeds on to Kevin McCormack, gets his pass out to Dennis Litherland, tormenting the Hull KR defence, coming cross field, brilliant try there from Litherland. Well, what a perler. Picked that ball up off a pass from Kevin McCormack, tormented the Hull KR defence. They didn't know what he was doing, they just let him run, and he goes over to the left of the sticks. Dennis Litherland going over for his third try of the season. Brilliant work there from Dennis Litherland. Saints going further into the lead, 42 points to 22 now, with Bernard Dwyer to tack the points on. Yes, successfully does so. And there's the final hooter, so Saints comfortable winners there, 44 points to 22. Tries from Fieldhouse, Ledger 2, Bailey, Farber, Harrison, Parks and Dennis Litherland. Loughlin 5 goals, and Bernard Dwyer just kicking a goal there to complete the Saints performance. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Full marks today, I'm sure, to our matchday mascot, John Dillon. As I said, John's aged 8, attends Peter and Paul's Junior School at Hurstfinch, and I'm sure he'll be pleased with today's performance. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you later on this week versus Castleford. What do you think, Alan? Well, Brett, thanks very much for joining us so quickly after this hard match, your last match in Saints colours before Wembley. I know you're jetting back, as you just told me, tomorrow night, 10 o'clock.
Yes,
tomorrow night.
Late night flight.
Late night flight. What's the plan for tonight?
I'll have a few drinks for the lads, I think.
Any more special? Anything planned?
Not necessarily, not unless I've got something planned. So.
Right. Now, since joining Saints in September, and you've been an ever-present, your first match at Salford.
Yeah.
The Saints public, I think, have really taken to you. You know, you're a real pocket dynamo. How do you find the St Helens public?
They've been great to me. I can't, no complaints at all. They've put up with me through all of us really, through the bad games and the good. And they've turned up at every match, so it's been great. And
how does your wife like it over here?
She doesn't want to go home.
She doesn't want to go home?
No, she's not looking forward to going home.
And yet you've had all the bad weather here. It's been, but it's been great at home, hasn't it?
Like, she doesn't mind it, so
yeah.
She's not a real hot weather person.
Now, is there any match since you've played for Saints? Is there any match that sticks in your mind?
No, not really. Maybe the Dewsbury game, because I did get the.
Well, he was man of the match
in that
award.
one, so
Yes,
that's probably the only one. But all the other ones, all the lads have played well. It's made me play well. So. That's it. So no other matches stuck in my mind.
I know you got the man of the match, as I say, and rightly so. That particular night. Now, how about the Carlisle when 112-0? Now that's an achievement in itself. Does that stick in you?
Yeah, I have to take a video back of that actually to show people. They won't believe me if I don't.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we can fix you up with that, can't we, Brian? Now, terrific team spirit here. Have you ever had any problems with like the coaching side? I'll put you on the spot here with the coaching side, or any of the lads. They seem tremendous team spirit.
None at all. The lads have been great towards me. I mean, ever since I first got here, they sort of taken me in and helped me with everything. And Alex has been great too. He's given me all the guidance I've needed. And Clive, with the training's been great. You know, I think I've only missed a couple of trainings through injury. Early on in the season when I wasn't used to the soft tracks.
Yeah.
Everyone's been really good to me. No complaints at all.
Yeah, well, I think you've done tremendously well, considering that we wasn't going for you in the first place, like, was you? It was this bloke called Baker, but I'm sure with St Helens public, and we'll have no complaints at all.
It was just a bit of luck, I think. I just happened that I was playing against Baker on the night.
Yeah,
so.
and you showed him up, and that was it. Splendid. As I say, you've played in every match since joining Saints, and you've scored 19 tries. This has been your 35th appearance.
Yeah.
I know we're tied up with the foreign quota. Do you think there would be any possibility in the near future of you joining Saints at all?
I'd definitely like to come back, yeah.
But
it's hard to say to make the move.
Yeah.
Next year, if they are filled up with the foreign quota, I'll have a year off. The next season, if they do, I'll definitely come back.
Yeah. Now, I know in one of your profiles in the club programme, one of your ambitions is to play in a grand final. It says either in England or in Australia. Well, they don't come any grander than Wembley.
Sure.
You must be looking forward now to playing at Wembley. At least you are coming back. We don't know whether you're coming back in a trunk or whatever. One way they're going to get you back here to Wembley. How soon before they've made the second would you be arriving?
I leave Sydney on the 27th of April. The tickets have been booked. I've actually got the tickets on.
And you're really looking forward to playing that, and you obviously against some of your Australian lads in the Halifax side now, who we know got through yesterday.
Well, actually, Chris Anderson and Graham Eady were not before my time, but they were a bit older than me. I think I only played against both of them once in Australia, and I played against them twice over here. So it's going to be still to be a very hard match. They've got a very good side. It's one apiece in this year.
Yeah.
We beat them here and they beat us up there, so it's still to be a very hard game.
Well, they did beat us up there, you're right, but they should never have beat us. I think that was a bit of a fiddle, like, but that's besides the point. We don't know what position you play. We'd probably stand off, hoping if Neil's all right, but otherwise we'll be scrum half. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Thanks for joining us.
Great.
I hope to see you again in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Okay, just want to present Brett with the monthly award, which we do. He hasn't been flawless all the way through. We have a little award for the biggest mistake of the month, and with the great honour I present this on behalf of the lads. It's a quick certificate which I can't really show to the public, but Brett, on behalf of the lads, I hope you take this back to Australia and portray it in a place of honour for the rest of your trophies. I'm sure you will. As I say, signed by all the lads, and there we are. Just with you.
Thank you.
Can I just say, on the more serious note, that this fella is one of the best professionals I've had to deal with ever, both on the playing side and on the coaching side, obviously. And he's a credit to himself, it's a credit to the game, and I sincerely hope he comes back and plays for us, not only in Wembley, but for another season, or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah.
Cheers.